back, everyone. Let's continue this JavaScript interview preparation series further. Today we are going to solve two questions, that is Leetcode question 1 and Leetcode question 242. These two are very popular interview question. Let's see the question number 1. Given an array of integer nums and integer target, return indices of two numbers such that they add up to the target. You may assume that each input would have exactly one solution and you may not use the same element twice. You can return the answers in any order. So if you will be given nums which is of the array of 2, 7, 11, 15 and target is 9, then you have to find the indexes of within this array that sum up to target 9. Here you can see index 0 and index 1. If you do the sum of these two indexes, you will get the target value 9. And similarly here, if you have a target of 10 and if you have to find which indexes sum up to 10, then you can see index 1 and index 2 is equal to the target sum, which is 10. So how we are going to start or approach this problem? So we are going to use hash map, where we'll use for loop and we'll check if that key exists in hash map. First we will try to find out, like in each iteration, what we'll do, we will subtract the value from the target and we'll check what is the required sum and if that sum is available in the map, and if it's available then we will return the map value and index, else we will add that value in the map. So let's see. We'll create a map. Let map, I'll name it as map. It's a object in JavaScript which can be made with literal notation. So for let I is equal to 0, I less than nums dot length I plus plus. First we'll check required num, that's a better name. We'll do target minus num of I. So here you can see the num of I, when I is 0 is 2 and target is 10, which is now we required 7, which is not there obviously, and we have to check in map also if the value 7 is available or not. So we'll check if map of required num, if it's available, then we're going to return that index of that required num, comma I. If it is not, then we'll add it to the map of required num is equal to I, where required num is the value target minus num of I and I is the index. So let's run this. Before that, we'll comment out the console of the next question. So we get the value here 1 comma 2. So let's log and let's understand this first. So if I am going to console.log and I'm going to log required num, that log few more details like num of I, and let's log the map itself. Let's see, log map here and run this program again. So you can see as of now we have 5 and 8 in the map, right? Okay, there's some mistake. Okay, here actually instead of required num, we need to store the num of I in the map to track if the required sum is not there. We need to add this in our map, these values, not the required num. Let's run it again and check. Okay, there's some mistake over here. Num, okay, it's nums of I. Now you can see as of now when we got our desired output here, at that point of time we were having map 2 and 5, right? And what was the required num at this point of time? What was the I? If you see I here, it was 2, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. This I was here, and we were having this data in map. So when we checked the required sum is there in map or not, so we got the value, yes, we were having, and it was index 1. So finally we logged these two value, map of required num which was 1, which you can see the index over here, this is 1, and I, because I at this point of time was in index 2, so 5 plus 5 is 10. So we got our target value. You can log this as well. Let's see the for another value over here, and let's log I value as well for more clarity. So let's see what is the index as well here. Okay, there's one thing that we need to do. We need to check if it is not equal to undefined. The reason behind is that because in this scenario we were having 2, the required sum. When the loop iteration came at index 1, the required num was 2, and in map we do have 2, but the index was 0. So when we try to evaluate, we get the value 0, which is false. That's why it will go to the else condition, and we will not be getting any output here, and we'll get undefined here. So we need to check if it is not equal to undefined instead of directly checking map of required num is there or not. So let's run this program. So now you can see in map we were having the value 2, index at this point of time when it ran it was 1, and required num we need 2, and when we checked in map we were having 2, so we get the value 0. This is the index, and finally we get 0 and 1, which was 7. So if we add this 2 we get 9, our target sum. So yeah, this was it, and this is a very interesting problem and very popular interview question as well. Okay, second question is regarding if is Leetcode 242 is anagram. So given two string s and t, return true if t is an anagram of s and false otherwise. So if you see this one, anagram and anagram, these both are same and is true, because if you rearrange, you can rearrange it to anagram this t as well. So straightforward answer you can do like text 1 which denote this here as. So if we sort as dot, before sorting this is a string, so we need to split it first to use sort, dot sort, and then join it. And text 2 is t, and we'll check if text 1 is not equal to text 2, then we'll return false, or in shorthand you can return it here, return false, else we'll return true. So let's run this and comment the above problem. So we get the result true. And also we need to check first if s dot length not equal to t dot length, because for having any two string anagram, it's important to have the length same. Then it obviously it's not anagram and it will be false. So the first thing you can do, you can have a check and you can return false immediately. But this answer may or may not be accepted in an interview setting, because your interviewer might ask that you need to write without inbuilt method. So for that, what we can do, we can use map again. Let's say we have a map count map, and we use a loop I is equal to 0, I less than s dot length. So you can use s dot length or t dot length, because we have already checked it here. If it is not, we'll immediately return false. I plus plus. So basically what we need to do here, like count map of s of I plus equal to 1, count map t of I minus is equal to 1. So if you're having, let's say, input called mam, or better madam, and DAAMM. Okay, you can form this madam, right? MADAM. Yeah, this is anagram. So basically, once like s of I, like m will increment it, and t of I, which is d, will decrement it. So d will be -1. Then again s of I will come a, then a is here, will again t of I is also a, will decrement, so it will be 0, right? Then d will come. So if you see, at this point of time d was -1, but when d came here, so it became +1, so it becomes 0. And before that, you have to check if count map of s of I is not there, then you have to assign s of I is equal to 0, because if you don't assign 0, then you cannot do the addition on a undefined variable, undefined property of an object. So that's why you have to initialize at 0, and you have to do for both. So now here, after that, you can use a for loop if that character in that count map, right, So if count map of char is not equal to 0, then return false, else we return true. Now we'll run the function, we get true, right? And similarly for the previous input as well, we'll get true here. And somehow if it is not anagram, then it will return false. See, it return false because p is not here in the second t variable. So I hope you understood this problem very well, and if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. Thank you.